February 13th, 2017. Two teenage girls vanish during a quiet afternoon hike in Delphi, Indiana. Their bodies are found the next day, posed, violated, and left in the woods as if the killer wanted to send a message. But the most chilling clue? One of the girls had secretly captured a video of the suspect, his grainy image and haunting voice echoing, "Guys, down the hill." Delphi, a town of just under 3,000 people, surrounded by cornfields, forests, and the quiet kind of life that makes crime feel like a distant rumor. Abby Williams and Libby German were best friends, inseparable since childhood. That February afternoon was supposed to be a normal day off school. Just two girls exploring the Monon High Bridge Trail. They left for the trail at around 1:45 p.m. Libby's sister dropped them off near the old Monon Bridge. By 2:07 p.m., Libby posts a photo on Snapchat. Abby walking across the bridge, her back turned. It would be the last confirmed image of them alive. By 3:30 p.m., when they didn't show up to be picked up, concern turned to panic. Search teams combed the area through the night. The next morning, about 50 feet from the creek, their bodies were found. Law enforcement quickly confirmed it was a homicide, but what exactly happened in those final moments remains unclear. What we do know is that Libby, in an act of incredible bravery, recorded part of their encounter with the killer on her phone. The police released a short clip, a blurry man in jeans and a hoodie walking across the bridge. And then the chilling audio. "Guys, down the hill." Just 3 words. But they've haunted the internet ever since. Libby had given investigators more than a body. She gave them a lead. And still, for years, the killer walked free. Over time, dozens of suspects were questioned, and the town became a maze of suspicion. From a local flasher to out-of-town criminals, none seemed to fit perfectly. Rumors spread like wildfire, and amateur sleuths on Reddit and YouTube began dissecting every frame, every syllable. But the man on the bridge remained a ghost. In 2019, investigators released a new sketch, much younger looking than the first. They said the killer might be hiding in plain sight, possibly even living in Delphi. This revelation reignited the case and reignited public fear. Was the killer someone they all knew? Someone who sat in church pews, coached Little League, or drank coffee at the town diner? Then, in October 2022, more than 5 years later, an arrest shocked the town. Richard Allen, a local pharmacy technician, was taken into custody. He had been interviewed in 2017. He had admitted to being on the trail that day, but was never considered a serious suspect. Until now, Allen lived just a few minutes from where the murders occurred. He worked at CVS, handed prescriptions to families, and even printed photos for the police during the investigation. No criminal history, no red flags, just ordinary. But investigators claim his own words tie him to the crime scene, and possibly to the murders themselves. The court documents revealed a dark detail. The girls' bodies had been staged, a disturbing word that hints at ritual or message. A .40 caliber unspent bullet found between the girls was traced back to a gun Allen owned. He claimed he never lent it out. And suddenly, the soft-spoken pharmacy tech was no longer just a neighbor. He was now the prime suspect in one of America's most haunting unsolved cases. From jail, Allen's behavior has turned increasingly erratic. In court filings, his lawyers claim he's mentally deteriorating, alleging abuse and harsh conditions. They've also made cryptic references to a possible Odinist cult involvement, a bizarre theory involving ritualistic killings, but none of it is confirmed. Is Alan guilty or just convenient? As of now, Alan awaits trial. No motive has been clearly established. No confession made public. And while the evidence seems to point toward him, many in Delphi still ask, could it really be him? Or is the real killer still out there, watching, waiting, blending in? What makes the Delphi case different isn't just the horror of the crime. It's the courage of two young girls. Libby's decision to hit record turned a tragedy into a hunt for justice. Abby and Libby became symbols, not just of innocence lost, but of bravery in the face of unthinkable evil. Every small town has secrets, but in Delphi, the silence speaks louder. As the trial inches closer, the world watches and waits. Will justice finally be served? Or will the bridge remain haunted? Not just by what happened, but by what we may never know. If you found this case as haunting as we did, hit like. Subscribe for more chilling real crime stories told with truth, care, and depth. What's your theory? Comment below. Let's unravel the mystery together.